Welcome to another fun day of learning mathematics. Are you ready to have fun while learning? If you look around your classroom, there are many different things, but the common thing with everything you see around you is that they are all made of shapes. A shape is the way that something looks. Some shapes are simple while others are a little more difficult, but everything has a shape. So today, we are going to be looking at shapes. There are two different types of shapes, especially where dimensions are concerned. By dimension, we mean the measurement of a shape in a particular direction, especially its length, width, or height. Now that we know what dimensions are, we can look at the two types of shapes. We have shapes that are two-dimensional and shapes that are three-dimensional. The shapes that are two-dimensional are shapes that are plane, while three-dimensional shapes have depth. In both drawings, we have a ball drawn. But in the second drawing, the ball drawn shows all the sides, the top, the bottom, the left side, and the right side. The second drawing is a three-dimensional shape, but the first drawing is only a two-dimensional shape. So, let us look at the two-dimensional shapes. We have four of them, which are square, rectangle, circles, and a triangle. Okay, so first let's look at a circle. A circle is a round shape. For example, your football is a circle. Many coins are circles too. A clock is also a circle, as well as many other household objects. A triangle is another two-dimensional shape, and it is made up of three lines. We have one line on the left, one line on the right, and one line at the bottom, and there you have it, our triangle. A triangle has three sides. A triangle usually has three sides, but not all triangles look exactly the same. Every triangle has three sides, even if they don't all look the same. They are still triangles. For example, the tip of your pencil, as well as a slice of pizza and even pyramids are all shaped like triangles. Alright kids, let us take a look at the shapes again just to make sure we really know them. What is this shape? Yeah, it's a triangle. What is this shape? Yeah, a circle. Now, I would like to introduce you to the next two shapes, which both have one thing in common. They both have four sides. So, let's meet these shapes. The first one is this shape. This shape is a square. A square has four sides and all four sides are the same length. It looks like a perfect box because all the sides are the same length. How many squares are in this object? Did you say 6? If you said 6, you are right. The object has 6 squares. Okay, let's look at the final shape. What is this shape? You're right. This is a rectangle. By parallel to each other, I mean both sides of the rectangle never move closer or further away. Even if the rectangle can be drawn differently, they are usually drawn like a stretched out square. How would you guys like to find out how many of these shapes you can remember? I will put up a shape and ask you what shape it is. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. What shape is this? Correct! It's a rectangle. What shape is this? Very good. It's a triangle. How about these shapes? Can you tell me their names? Very good, kids. It's a circle. We have looked at the four basic two-dimensional shapes and learned the difference between 2D and 3D. Our new words for today's lesson are dimensional. This means having measurements in one or more different directions. Tricky. This means a difficult problem. For example, the math problem was a little bit tricky. Parallel. This means extending in the same direction as the same distance apart. For example, we walked parallel to each other till we got to our seats. In subsequent lessons, we will learn more about two-dimensional shapes. Who had fun learning about two-dimensional shapes like I did? Okay kids, now that we know the two-dimensional shapes, I hope you'll be looking out for them in your surroundings.